I'm voicing to you that your husband was inappropriate with me. And why do you...
I cannot even begin to explain how triggering that video was for me. As a survivor of SA and also as a mother, I cannot imagine how any mother can hear her daughter say that, okay, the man in your life has been inappropriate with me, and a mother's response is, you're lying. What's worse is the mother goes on to try to shame the daughter by talking about how many men she has slept with. I don't care if the daughter slept with the whole football team and half the basketball team. What she does consensually has nothing to do with what was done to her without her consent. A daughter or son should be able to come to a parent. If something like that is happening to them, they should be able to come to the parent and feel safe in talking about what has happened to them. The last thing that a parent should be doing is shaming them or calling them a liar. At the very least, I would remove, if my child were to come to me with that accusation, dude would have to leave the house until I can sort it out. And first of all, I would have no reason not to believe my child. Let's just start there. If my child came to me with an accusation like that, I would know that she is telling me the truth. But, even if there's an inkling of doubt, dude's got to go, because my child's safety and well-being would have to be my first priority. So I don't know what's going on with this mother and daughter, but this video just made me so sad. And we've got to stop that, because let's face it, most of the time when something like that is happening to our children, it is happening at the hands of someone they know and trust. So please don't make it harder for them. It's already hard for them to come forward. Don't make it harder by just saying, oh, you're lying. Please don't do that to our kids.
Social media is bringing out a lot of narcissist mothers that don't deserve to have children, mothers that hate their children. We are seeing it out on social media, and I'm going to play this video for you all to watch. Just for context sake here, she came online to make a video while she was telling her mother that her mother's husband, that is her stepfather, is molesting her, and her mother is saying that she's a liar and she's blaming her for the whole thing. I can already imagine what you're thinking already, but let me just play the video for you all to watch, then I'll come back and talk about it.
It's really hard for me to speak out on this, but when you have a mother that does not even believe their own daughter right here, that's a serious problem to me. And it's a problem in the Black community, because I'm voicing to you that your husband was inappropriate with me. And why do you not believe that?
You're lying. Quit lying.
I'm lying? Why am I finna lie to you about that?
You stay lying. Coming from my
Y'all,
child that
this has happened for years, y'all.
From my child,
I come in this.
Men in her bedroom.
Y'all see this?
Coming from my child is always.
You really taking up and known him for a long time. And it don't even matter. I get out of class, when I get out of everything, I feel so uncomfortable in this house. And she want to sit up here and take up for this man. Like, you're disgusting. Both of y'all are.
I have to get pregnant, take care of them.
You're my mom. Y'all know how hard this is for me to even believe this, because this man, I have to come in my home with my mama that's supposed to love me, and you want to sit here for him. Why would I lie, y'all? Why would I lie? Why?
You want to stay lying.
Like, I'm shaking right now, y'all, because this makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. And she want to sit here and justify it. You were sad and disgusting human being. I swear to God. I don't even look at you as no mother. I don't even look at you as a mother. This man signs, y'all.
You can get out.
I can get out.
You can get out.
So you gonna put me out over this dirty man that I
on YouTube. He don't like that. You do this is your second time doing this. Your second time. Your second time.
This is what I gotta go through, y'all. This is what I gotta go through. I gotta go through a mother that don't believe their own daughter. She birthed me, and you wanna treat me like this, your own blood. I would never do nothing like that to nobody. I got been through that. I got friends, and you my mama. You are my mama. Don't even come over. I don't even want to touch you. Get away from me.
You and your video could go. How about that?
Oh, now you want me? You know what?
How about that? How about that? Cause you're always doing.
I swear to God. It's not your fault. It's your fault. Fault. Get my face. Keep energy with the time, y'all. All the time. All the time.
This is one of the reasons why when a lady or a woman or a girl is molested, she tends to keep it to herself. She doesn't say it out because no one's going to believe her. In fact, she doesn't even tell her mother because at the end of the day, nobody's going to believe her. That is why they keep it to themselves and die with it. I want to know what you all think about this down in the comment section. This whole thing, I have a lot to say, and there are also a lot of stitches to share with you all, which I want you all to watch. And I also want you to tell me your opinion down in the comment section. So I will say my own opinion at the end of all the stitches.
It's really hard for me to speak out on this, but when you have a mother that does not even believe their own daughter.
Y'all go check out the whole video. I'm a father of a 14-year-old. And my 14-year-old come to me about anything of that nature. I don't care who I'm with. I won't be with them anymore. Here's the problem that I see in this situation. And this is totally on the mother. This is not on the daughter. But my advice to the daughter is to do your best to move out of that house. And don't even look back. Because at the end of the day, your mom doesn't care about you. You're competition to her. Not only that, clearly, eggplant is more important to your mother than the safety of her child. I don't care how many times the mom sits there talking about, well, she's done this before and she's lied and this and that and blah, 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 blah. I don't believe that this young lady is lying. You can see the hurt. You can hear the hurt and the pain in her voice as she talks. There are so many young ladies and women out here dealing with the same thing. And this is a problem in our community as a people, is black women competing with their children. And this is what I see out of this situation, is that the mother is clearly not believing the daughter, one, because she, don't want to lose her man, which is just weird. And she probably been single and found a man and whatever else the case may be. Also, she just might have a genuine hate for her child. Just because you give birth to a child don't mean you love it. Don't mean you care about it. Don't mean any of that. I feel for the young lady in this video. I wish I knew who she was. I hate that she has to go through that. And I hate that she has to live in that house and feel so uncomfortable. And to the man that's there, you're a piece of crap, bro. You're a piece of crap. How dare you make this young lady feel uncomfortable in her mama house? How dare you? The mama is trifling. The man is trifling. And both of them need their ASS whooped. Both of them. There's no way my daughter could come to me and tell me that somebody being inappropriate, that I'm dating, a woman that I'm dating is being inappropriate towards my daughter. There's no way. There's no way. Man, woman, child, cat, dog, it don't matter. I'm believing my child first, hand off. Now, if it's found out later that she lied, okay, we'll deal with that accordingly. But it's very rare when ladies come forward and say things of this nature and that they're lying about it. It's rare. It does happen, but it's rare. I'm not blaming anything on that young lady. She needs to just pack up her bags, get on out, stack her bread, do whatever she got to do to protect herself while she's there, and move out. And don't even look back. Don't give your mama your number, your address. Don't do none of that. Just get out and go. Because there's no way that this mother is sitting here not believing her child. And you can see the pain and hear it in her voice. Yet you sit there and act like she's the problem and she's the issue. And then you tell her to get out. Trifling. Bum. The mom is a bum. The dude is a bum.
And it's a problem in the black community because I'm voicing to you that your husband.
And see, guys, I have been wanting to speak about this topic for a while now, but I just haven't gotten around to do so. And I really haven't found the proper words to say. But seeing this video, I had to stitch it because I know so many women with this exact same reality. So many of my relatives who have experienced this exact same thing, whether it be from their biological father or it be from a stepfather. You had a mother who was so lonely, desperate, and vulnerable that instead of protecting her children, she chose a man. Instead of her getting her ass out of that bed that night that her man didn't return to bed, or he snuck out the bed and she heard those sounds, instead of her getting up, going to see what the fuck the noise was about, she pretended that she didn't hear a thing and laid her weak ass up in that bed instead of going to see about her child. First and foremost, I want to say that you are very brave for coming out about your story, because women like her and men like him, they deserve to be shunned for the rest of their lives. We're not going to sweep this type of thing under the rug because this is deep hurt, deep betrayal. And it hits different when the one person that was supposed to protect you did not protect you. All for the satisfaction of saying, I have a piece of a man. Secondly, I want to say fuck her. Because you have people that'll go around saying stupid shit like, oh, well, that's still your mother. And then you'll find yourself trying to rekindle a situation with a fucking monster. That's not your mother. Because a mother would have went to war to protect you against anybody. And I want to say this too. A mother always knows. You want to know how? Because you are the only person that knows what that woman's heartbeat sounds like from the inside, and vice versa. A mother always knows when there's something off about her children. I don't give a shit what they try to say. They always know. And I'm going to tell you something that my cousin told me. She said, Tati, when you're asking for a good man, when you're praying for a good man, you have to be very, very specific. She said, because God could send you a good man, a provider, someone who's attentive, someone who cares about you, but he could be a pedophile. And I said, what? She said, yes. So you have to be very specific when asking for what you want. God, please provide me with a man who would never bring any harm to myself or my children in any kind of way. You have to be specific in your prayers. And that right there really put some knowledge in my head and gave me food for thought, because I'm like, wow. I commend you, young woman. And I hope that a lot of more women come out with their story, because this is crazy.
On this, but when you have a mother that does not even believe their own daughter right here.
Okay, first off, I want to thank the person that sent me this, that brought this to my attention. This was difficult to watch. I'm going to start off with the man. So men, fellas, right? I'm using this video to point at a problem. Like she said, there's been a problem in our community for a long time. This has been going on. And they used to sweep that shit under the rug. Men, if you're unhappy in your situation with the women you're in the house with, you're married to, you're in a relationship with, if you're unhappy with this woman, leave or This one wasn't going nowhere. So in this instance, go get you a prostitute. Go get you another woman that wants your advances. Stop going after these women children. Stop going after the little girls. Stop making advances on little girls. Stop looking at them. Stop it. There are plenty of women out here. Plenty of women out here that would give you what you want. For whatever, I mean, you might have to come up off some money, but you get what you want, right? Stop victimizing these young girls, these daughters. Stop victimizing these women that don't want your advances. That's the first thing. Second thing, to the women, and it's specifically the mothers. This has gone on for generations in our community. It's been going on. And we just, and people knew about it in the family and they act like it never happened. But these people are part of the problem. They're just as much as a problem as the man doing it. Actually, a worse problem than the man doing it, because they're condoning this shit and they're emotionally abusing their children at the same time. Because the one person that's supposed to give them they're supposed to give them solace, supposed to protect them, supposed to believe them, has turned their back on them. So it's worse. It's betrayal. That's what it is. Yeah, I mean, we and this is the good thing, kind of one of the good things about the social media shit, is that we're able to call out shit right then and there. We're able to have video record of shit going on and expose this type of bullshit ass behavior. Like I said, this has been going on for a long time. And yes, the man is a problem, but we have to also call out these mothers that do this shit, or the grandmothers that were upholding it, or the aunts that knew about it were upholding it. And what I want to say to young ladies, if you're in this situation and you mention it to your mother, your grandmother, any other woman, right, and they make an excuse for it, go find a man. Go find a man that loves you and let them deal with that shit. That's a reason to get...
hard for me to speak out on this, but when you have a mother that does not even believe their own daughter.
Good morning. Baby girl, please get away from them. Excuse how I look, but this just happened to be like the first TikTok that I saw when I got on here or whatever, and I just threw on whatever I could throw on to come on here and let you know this. Get away from them. Get away from them. One of the hardest things to do in this world is to disassociate with the person that gave you birth. Get away from them, okay? Try to find like resources, like if you have anybody else that you could live with. If not, try to like go to a shelter or something. Even go to, I don't know how old you are, you know what I'm saying? But if you're old enough, try to get you a job and get out of there. Get away from there. Get away from them. What's so disgusting to me is, what's even more disgusting than your situation was going on right now, is the fact that in your comment section, I see people just making comments like this is some type of entertainment, when people put stuff on social media like this because it's a cry for help. So I don't understand why people are in her comment section just casually talking like it's just a TikTok. I'm only telling you this because I want you to know that you're not the only one out here. This is prevalent, very prevalent in the black community. Not too long ago, I made a TikTok telling people about how I was R-worded by a group of black men when I was only 13 years old. And I was telling people that I've only told people bits and parts of my story. The men that R-worded me, they were my mom and my sister's friends. And they, nothing ever happened to them. My mom and sister did not believe me. My sister ran away. My older sister, she's older than me. She ran away from home, brought back a crackhead boyfriend, got pregnant by him, and he started molesting me. And when I told them about it, they didn't believe me. I told TikTok how I got shot when I was 18 years old and left for dead, just left on the ground to die. But I never told TikTok that the reason why I was shot is because I got blamed for everything that grown men did to me when I was a little girl. Get away from them.
That's a serious problem to me. And it's a problem in the black community.
Just posted a video about this shit. Very much a huge problem in our community. And it's because we have only survived and adapted to being colonized. Breed and form shit. Mothers with sons and fathers with damn daughters. To make better slaves. This is why I say, when we look, if we truly looked at our fucking community under a microscope, like from the outside looking in, step out, take a step out, say, I don't give a fuck, I don't know how to explain it, but if we truly looked at our community, like I've been observing, we have only survived and adapted to all. And it's like, even the violence against each other, modernized and adapted. If Massa couldn't take care of them, they would use us against each other. Same they do in fucking prison right now. If the guards can't get you right, they use fellow inmates to get you together. This is why I say I don't understand how we think getting degrees, creating these households while we are still colonized is going to change anything. We only keep surviving and adapting. We only keep surviving and adapting, calling it being resilient and thriving, calling it magic. And if we don't think we have survived and adapted to a lot, look at the corn categories right now: breeding, CNC, BBC, stepmother, stepsister, stepbrother is literally conditioning society to this that has already been set. Like literally, the foundation of this colonized society is our demise. And in order for this society to be maintained, our demise has to be maintained as well. Like, come on now. Like, and it's, I honestly feel like this shit been going on too many generations for our people to not be putting two and two together. Like I ain't been on this planet too long, and this shit stresses me. So this is why it's mind-blowing to me how our elders have not picked up on this shit for real. But it's like at the same time, I know Sky Daddy got our people's minds.
Because I'm voicing to you that your husband was inappropriate with me. And why?
Grand Rising, my dear, I am so sorry that you are going through that. I'm here to tell you, though, you don't have to stay there, okay? I know you love your mom. Most children do love their mothers. But that love is not guaranteed to be reciprocated. And unfortunately, your mother is an unhealed woman who probably shouldn't have had children until she healed the wound that was inside of her. And then the most probably messed up part about it is that she probably would never even understand that womb existed if you didn't exist. Your mother, at her current state, is always going to choose a man over you. Always. My first thing I want to tell you, that has nothing to do with you. That is not any of your shortcomings. That is not anything that you did. That is all on her. Maternal love, I think, gets mistaken as instinctual. Oh, when she has a baby, it'll just click. No, guys, it doesn't click for all of us. Some women are just not meant to be mothers. They don't want to be mothers. Some women should not be mothers because they have a lot of going on. A lot of unhealed, a lot of unpacking to do. Unfortunately, we don't live in a society that says, oh, women, you know what? If you don't want to have children, that's okay. If you're not ready to have children, that's okay. How about we heal first? Maybe we find out if we have some stuff before we have children. We don't have that luxury. We live in a country that wants you to open your legs, 1 margarita, 2 margarita, and pop out a baby. Get out, finish school, and take this lesson with you. If you decide to become a mother one day, you now know the potential of unhealed trauma. Be better than your mother. I can't promise you'll ever have a good relationship with her. But one thing you can guarantee is a good relationship with yourself. And if you have children in the future, a good relationship with your children. Peace, love, and
to speak out on this, but when you have a mother that does not even believe their own daughter.
Look here. Boy, look at here. Words cannot express how infuriating this is. Mothers don't believe their own daughters. Now, I do understand in some situations, the kids, the daughter, the son don't like your significant other. But let me tell you, living witness to this, them bleepity bleeps need to be thoroughly institutionalized, locked away for a long period of time. This happens far too frequently, and the mother need to be ashamed of herself.
Mother that does not even believe their own daughter right here.
And that's exactly why. Ain't no man I've ever dated, not one man that I've ever dated can say they've met my daughter. I don't give a damn how long I've been talking to him. Because, baby, I know me too well. And once my daughter come to me and say some shit, I'm going to jail. Go back and watch that video. This girl who is a teenager or older is telling her mom that her husband is being inappropriate with her. And her mama is calling her a liar instead of going and knocking the nigga head off. I'll do anything to keep a fucking man
that does not even believe their own daughter right here. That's the serious.
Okay, y'all need to go and check out her video. I just wanted to say my heart out to her. My heart is breaking for her. And she's right, there is a problem. My own mother did the same thing. It was like these mothers, listen, even snakes lay eggs, okay? And some mothers look at their daughters as competition, or they look at their daughters as like they're younger, prettier, they look at their daughters as competition. And they stick up for these men, and I will never understand it. Never. I came to my mother when I was 10 and let her know that her boyfriend was abusing me and my little brother. And she said, and I will never forget it, she said, shh, don't say that. You might hurt his feelings. Hurt his feelings? Lady, you go to work all the time and leave us alone with this man who puts his hands on us. He wasn't sexually abusing me at the time. I was only 10, but he was physically abusing me and my brother, not my middle sister. And even my middle sister was like, no, Mom, he hits us. And she just did not want to believe it. So I was 10. And you know that lighter fluid that you put into like lighters, them Zippo lighters, that it was a yellow and blue like little spray thing. He worked third shift, so he was sleeping upstairs. I went upstairs, crept up there. I doused his blanket with lighter fluid, with that lighter fluid, and I lit him on fire. And I remember it went up real quick, and he jumped up out of bed and put it out, and he was standing there in like these little underwears looking at me, getting ready to punch me. And he was a big, big man. I mean a big weightlifting man. I was a 10-year-old girl. I just stood there and looked at him and said, next time you won't wake up. Don't stop putting your hands on me and my brother. Stop. I was crying. I was crying watching that video. It was just so sad. And he never did it again. But that's not the point. The point is, my 10-year-old self felt the need to go light this man on fire. What is wrong with some of these women? Like, I'd always believe my children, always. And I feel so bad for her. Listen, little lady, me and my mom barely ever talk, and I'm 42, and I'm happy without her. Even mothers, doesn't matter what title someone holds in your life, if they're toxic, you'll grow up and move on and be better for it. Be better for it. I know I was a way better mother than my mother could ever be. So I hope, just stay safe, little one. Stay safe.
You have a mother that does not even believe their own daughter.
I just want to say that I have been through the same thing with my mother since I was a little girl, and I completely understand your frustration, your sadness, your anger. A lot of these brothers are protective over these men. They don't care about us at all. They just care about their vagina and the nigga that they're laying with. And they protect them, and they disregard us. They tell stories, they lie on us, they beat us, and manipulate other people about us just because they won't deal with their rapists, the molesters that they bring into the house around their daughters. And it's crazy. It's really crazy and unacceptable. And it happens way too much. And I am, for one, sick of it. And I am so sorry, sweetheart. I am so sorry that your mother is putting you through this shit. She needs.
If you're still here, definitely you're enjoying this video. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe, and also comment your thoughts about this down in the comment section. All right, my own opinion is very simple, and I feel like this is one of the reasons why adult children do not communicate and go no contact with their parents or any of their parents, because of things that they might have done. Something like this that this woman is doing to our daughter is very painful. I don't know her, but it's very painful to watch. You can hear the pains from her voice. You can see that she's really pained and disappointed that her mother doesn't believe her. If her mother doesn't believe her, who is going to believe her? And this is like a normal thing. I feel like this particular behavior that this woman is actually portraying, it is normal, because people don't tend to believe when a girl come and tell you that, oh, my father is doing this to me, or this person you trust, which is your own husband or the stepfather, or this uncle is doing this to me, or your friend is doing this to me. I don't know why it's so difficult for them to believe. Like, there's some mothers that are very, very broken, that they're not supposed to be a mother. They're not supposed to have children. They don't deserve one, because they don't act like they need one. They don't act like they love their children, because in as much as your child could come to you and tell you something like that, if you are a mother that you have feelings for your child, you love your child, and you respect her, you should at least act fast, or probably tell the guy, like, okay, you know what, leave this house for a while. Or, you know, if you don't even believe her, you don't have to even say it to her face and make her feel that bad. Which, God, I don't know why. I don't know. I'm just so happy with social media bringing so many bad characters here on the internet for us to see. I feel like I have so much to say, and the words are not coming out of my mouth, because I cannot just imagine how she's feeling. All I just want to say, and everybody has been saying, she should stay strong and leave the house. If she can just make money, little money, and just leave the house, because the fact that she's still there is even worse for her, because now that the man even knows that the mother knows what's up, is going to do more with his full chest, knowing that nobody got her back. And that is like another trauma for her. It's just so sad to see videos like this. And I don't get why some people might come and say, oh, it's actually a skit. But we know something like this happen on a daily basis. We know something like this happen on a normal day. So why would someone say this is a skit? Okay, let's say it's a skit. This thing happens very well. I feel like that is why most ladies and most girls that be molested, they only come out when they are an adult to talk about things like this, because when they were young, nobody's gonna believe them. Sure, they'll tell you, shush your mouth because you don't know what you're saying. They are not proud enough to say something like that to their mom or even their father. It's just so sad. I feel so bad for her. I don't even know what to say. I feel like I have so much to say and I don't know what to say. I don't know how to put those words, but I feel so bad for her. I feel so bad watching this video. I feel so bad making this video because it's really touching and it's really sad to see something like this. Let me know what you all think about this down in the comment section. My name is Maria Davis, as I said earlier, and thank you so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe and comment your thought down in the comment section, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.